Good day, YouTubers. Harry renews the lease on Frogmore Cottage. Is this the telling sign he could step in for the Queen? Harry's hinted he could help the Queen in the not-so-distant future. The Duke of Sussex has renewed the lease of the cottage before it expires and could be called to deputize for the Queen. There's 4 people who work as counselors of state. That's what's at issue here. Basically, they're saying that this makes him eligible to continue to work as a counselor of state for the Queen. These 4 people are Charles, William, Harry, and Kate. I think these are the 4. Oh, and Andrew. Charles, William, Andrew, and Harry. Okay, and Andrew and Harry are on the chopping block. So Harry may no longer be a counselor of state, and this would be the final nail in his royal life. It's all over, and he can't go back. What does the counselor of state do? They step in for the Queen. If the Queen is ill or the Queen is on a long trip, which she's quite old now, or maybe at her, I don't know, at her death, a new king is announced as quickly as possible, and that will be Charles. But they step in for the Queen and act as the monarch during that time. Will Prince Andrew be stripped of his role as Counselor of State? So I want to look at, is Parliament, this takes an act of Parliament, is Parliament considering removing Harry or Andrew as Counselors of State? Because Andrew's been stripped of all of his duties, Harry's been stripped of all of his duties. They're just like useless appendages. They're like a skin tag. You know, you want to just go to the doctor and have it removed. And they are looking at some replacements, and I want to look at that. Edward and Princess Anne, Beatrice. Beatrice is a mole. I don't think she's Harry's mole in the palace, so I don't think she's the right person to be Counselor of State, but it's a weird world. You never know. And the other thing I want to look at is Harry secretly keeping the door open by renewing the Frogmore lease. Is he secretly keeping the door open to leave Meghan and return to the UK on his own? Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a Spot of Royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who buy me a cup of tea. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. So, Harry and officially Meghan, because they're a couple, are renewing the lease on Frogmore Cottage. They never lived there. They made all these renovations, millions and millions and millions of dollars of renovations. I'm trying to remember what they did. Meghan wanted like a whole, one of these rooms is like a yoga studio, so they put in like a special bouncy floor. What's wrong with throwing down some exercise mats? Is that like too much? I mean, that's like 1/100th of the price. They put like a hot sauna room in there, all kinds of stuff. And then they never lived there. And people were outraged. They moved to Canada and then America. People were outraged and they had to pay it back. Or at least they had to pay some of it back. And they just really lowballed how much the renovations were. I think there were $4 million to $6 million. Crazy, crazy money. Lots and lots of money. So Harry's renewed the Frogmore lease. Why? Why are you renewing the Frogmore lease, Harry? You don't live there. One possible reason is taxes. He has to maintain his British citizenship. He cannot start being taxed as an American and or double taxed. That would be a nightmare. Number one, because all of his financial affairs would then be open to the U.S. government to investigate, to see where is all the money so they can tax him properly, and you can't have that. And the other reason is Harry can, of course, lose his position as Counselor of State. So let's look at, why did Harry renew the Frogmore lease, a place he's never lived? And I think Beatrice is living there. Beatrice and Ito. Why? 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 Tell me why. Hopes and fears. 2 spades. Losing it. Separated. Oh, there it is. What do we have? We have fears. He fears being cut out, removed from the royal family. He fears being cast out and removed. Okay, so contract, keeping a grip on things is the outcome. Let's read it. Yes, woman, son. The key is the woman. The woman is crossing. That's very interesting. Player is a single man. In the near future, this is making a play or being a single man. Keeping his options open. So what is this? Yes, woman, son. 10 and 12, 22, 6 diamonds. The woman is crossing. What is opposing is the woman. So that woman is Megan. Megan is opposing. A key move, very important move. And, this can be a new start. Sun can be a new start. The woman is opposing a new start. Here we have another ace. We have 2 aces. These are new starts. Planting a tiny seed that grows to be the biggest plant. On his mind is planting a new seed and being a single man and keeping his options open. And he doesn't want to get kicked out of the family and removed, which he's very, 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 very close. Be very, very quiet, says Elmer Fudd. So this is something that has to be done now. People and events, the world, the city, all the people, separated from all the people, and he's just keeping his place in the royal family because there's a good possibility he could be single in the near future, and he's thinking about starting again. I think his relationship with Meghan is very tortured, very bad, a lot of conflict, just really difficult. Do we have Parliament considering removing Harry or Andrew as counselors of state? Because these are the people who would temporarily sit in the seat of the Queen, seat of the monarch, and so Harry could be a king. Harry ruling as a king, that seems like not a good idea. I mean, he seems like a fun times guy. William ruling as king, yes, I can see that. And Charles ruling as king, I can see that. I don't think Charles will be nearly as good a king as Elizabeth has been, and I think William will be a much better king than Charles. But I can see Charles ruling. I can see him doing it. But Harry, I can't see it. I just can't see it. So let's look at Harry and Andrew. Is Parliament, I mean, certainly the Queen would have to say, kick him out and give the Parliament a go-ahead. But is Parliament looking at removing Harry or Andrew as counselors of state? Harry, Andrew. I'm just covering both at the same time. Harry. Andrew. Oh, here's a full stop. Are you looking at removing Harry or Andrew? Andrew, it's not looking good. Harry, it's looking a whole lot better. Harry, Mother Earth, Angel, Sun, 12, 13, 24, 6 spades. Bad relationship currently, but everything grows in Mother Earth. Angel is either his children or they still have a good view of him. So I think Harry is safe. I think Harry is safe, and that's interesting because he's done so much damage. Maybe when the book comes out, they'll all be like, off with his head. So Andrew, full stop, stopped. He's not working for the foundation anymore. 10, 19, 5 clubs. They are considering removing Andrew. And these cards are interesting. 7 clubs, 3 clubs, and 6 spades. Poisonous actions affecting the permanent family. 10, 16, 4 spades. Ending. Yeah, so there is some consideration here of removing somebody. And it looks like Andrew. Andrew's on the chopping block. So all those people who were complaining, look at what Andrew was doing and why are people complaining about Meghan Markle? Well, this time they are looking at Andrew and they're not looking at Meghan Markle. Finger of God, crossroads. People are really focused on Andrew and it's negative. It's bad. Outside events, imposing their will and taking another road. 12, 3 spades in this conflict. They are definitely looking at removing Andrew. And the good news for Harry is because they're so focused on Andrew, they're not looking at Harry anymore. And you can see some paint on me. That's my ceiling paint. It's a nice cream color. And I've got some here too. Some ceiling paint. So, but no Band-Aids on today. So let's continue with, that thought that Harry's looking at a new start. Is Harry secretly keeping the door open to return to the UK without Meghan? Because that's another big thing that Frogmore does. Now, that doesn't mean he's telling Meghan, yeah, I'm thinking about leaving you. He's just leaving the door open for his security to whisk him out in the middle of the night. He has a place to go. He needs to maintain some attributes of British residence, or he's going to have to declare that he's an American, and he just simply can't do that. Harry simply cannot live in the United States, so why is he living in the United States? Okay, he just can't do it. So is Harry secretly keeping the door open to return to the UK without Meghan? Cross, permanent family. Outside influence, olive tree, some good family cards. Emotional, because I saw before that there was some consultation of lawyers, but there's lawyers, around them all the time who they can talk to. Those are counselors. A lot of their counselors are lawyers. So it's pretty easy for them to talk to lawyers. They have lawyers everywhere all the time. So is he looking at returning to the UK without Meghan? Family, outside of it. Imposed. Oh, if it's imposed. 14 and 6, 25 spades. Okay, Harry is, and what I've seen before is Harry is hanging on to the marriage for dear life. Meghan is the one with the wandering eye, looking for Mr. Next, devaluing Harry. This says, if it comes to that, if he's forced out of the marriage, and he doesn't have any other choice, he'll just go back home. That is part of what he's thinking. So underneath, okay, but Harry is like, he's not taking the actions. The actions are being imposed on him. 7 diamonds. He's not like, yeah, I'm leaving, I'm divorcing you, or I'm separating from you. None of that. It's being imposed on Harry. Meghan is like, get out of the house, get out of here. I don't want to see your face. And the couch is not far enough. What's here? 10 hearts, 8 clubs, Queen of spades, 9 diamonds. Very difficult. Queen of spades is often another woman, or can be very difficult circumstances. 20, 30, 40, 48. Oh, that's Queen of spades again. No. 40, yeah, 44, 48. That's Queen of spades twice. So that could be another woman. Or this is just an adultery card. I don't think Harry is, I don't know. Harry, he's holding on to the marriage for dear life. I think Meghan is the one who's much more likely to be unfaithful, finding the next and lining up the next to get rid of Harry finally. And I think that book is the final nail in his coffin, and the Counselor of State is on the line. So an emotional narrative to the woman, to the world, and very difficult, very complicated, very vengeful
and communicating. Okay, so they're talking about divorce and revealing it to the world, talking about ending the marriage, and they're now talking about it's come up. You know, and I think stuff like that comes up in fightings. I can't take it anymore. I'm leaving. I'm going to divorce you. And the more you say things like that, the more it comes to your consciousness and you start thinking about it. People start thinking about it. So I just think their marriage is very difficult. So is Harry secretly keeping the door open to return to the UK without Meghan? Yes, but it's going to be imposed on him. And it's because his marriage just becomes so difficult, it becomes unmanageable, and he can't stay anymore. Has the palace, Charles or the Queen, or even William, mentioned to Harry that there's a possibility he could be removed as Counselor of State? Are they threatening him with this? Are they threatening? Because they kind of should. You know, he's coming out with this new book, and that's going to... I heard it's going to go after Camilla. It's going to be damaging. It's digging the dirt. That's a really bad idea for Harry. That's the end of Harry to do that. So is the palace threatening Harry with removal as Counselor of State? And if they want to do it, maintaining a residence and maintaining the Frogmore lease won't be enough. It won't be enough for Harry to keep his position, because he's already been removed from all the other positions, and it's at the diktat of the Queen, and there was no one to oppose it, and it didn't matter what he felt about it or said. It was just decided by the Queen, and probably in discussions with Charles and William and Kate and Camilla, perhaps. So, have they threatened? Are they threatening to remove Harry as Counselor of State? Has this come up? So what popped out was 6 diamonds. Lots of people. Okay, I think lots of people have brought this up. Harry has counselors. There's lots of people around him. But secretly, 6 spades and 7 spades, the poison is under the surface. It's like, it's under the surface. You only see the effects of it. You don't see, the poison itself doesn't come out and say, I'm poisoning you. I'm going to remove you as Counselor of State. It's not, it's under the surface. So what do we have on the surface? Sun, everything is revealed by the light of the sun. Magi, they can manifest what they want. And mustard seed, official document. So 13, 14, 15, 4 clubs. At any time, they can write this document. So at any time, they can remove Harry as Counselor of State with the stroke of a pen. Magi is the most powerful card. 2 hearts, ace of heart. It's all based on keeping the good relationships. Okay, but this poison is just under the surface. Just under the surface. Yeah, so 3 and 7, 10, 19, 25, 7 hearts. Yeah, the way is open for them to remove him as a Counselor of State. So it's not overt. They're very nice with their words. Harry, it's so nice to hear from you. How's Meghan and the children? It's all very nice with the words. But it's an iron fist in a velvet glove. That velvet glove feels really nice until you squeeze it, and there's iron under that glove. I don't know who said that. Maybe Winston Churchill, iron fist in a velvet glove. But that's how they deal with Harry. So I'm going to say that Harry is safe for now. Andrew's on the chopping block. Harry, it's really bad between Harry and Meghan. And Harry is looking to keep his options open, that he can escape to Frogmore and come back to the UK. He's definitely keeping his options open. But it's all going to be Meghan pushing Harry out. At no point is Harry going to say, I'm leaving you, Meghan. Harry's not in the driver's seat of this relationship. Meghan is, and Harry's holding on for dear life, which is so weird because Harry began in the strong position and Meghan just took over. And now everything, it's all about Meghan, and Meghan is in the strong position and not Harry. And that's by design. That's what Megan wants. What Megan wants, Megan gets. And she's tungsten. She's like harder than steel. She gets what she wants. So I don't know. If you guys study relationships, Megan is just one red flag after another of what to avoid. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment.